All right, welcome back to Jay
and Ray.
Yes, sir. We're talking about family, God, business. We got a crazy one today. Hope y'all ready for it. We talking about everything beauty.
Mm-hmm. The black beauty standards.
There you go. That's it. That's it right there. It's gonna be a lot. We got a lot to touch into today.
That includes a lot.
Yeah, we moving on to different avenues. I know y'all gonna like it. You want to start it off?
Let's start it off.
Where we at?
So let's start with what you see first.
Okay, what we see?
That skin tone.
Yeah, we all got one.
So there is colorism,
of course,
in the black community.
Yeah.
So my experience with it started in elementary.
Oh yeah.
I think kindergarten, to be exact.
Out the womb.
Yeah. So I used to do beauty pageants.
Okay. Look at you.
So like 2 to 5, 6, I was doing beauty pageants, hair shows. I was in a whole bunch of like hair magazines, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that builds up your confidence for sure.
Of course.
I have pictures with me with a whole bunch of trophies. I have pictures of me on stage. So my self-esteem going into school
was big-headed.
Was up here. Okay, can't tell me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that lasted pretty long. I think as soon as you get by yourself, because at first preschool is a whole bunch of teachers around. It's not just like the kids. It's not like one teacher and 30 kids. It's just a lot of people watching. Yeah, absolutely. So once you go down to kindergarten and it's 1 on 30, the teacher don't know what's happening.
She can't be
all day long. So I remember people telling me that I was dark.
Yeah.
And just the way that they were saying it made me feel like I was ugly.
Okay.
And I'm like conflicted because I just spent all this time getting built up to be around my peers, and my peers are like, "Oh, you're dark. Oh my gosh." So that was my first experience with colorism.
Okay.
I don't think I realized that I was darker than anybody else. I don't think I saw it like that.
No.
I remember playing on the playground. I went to like a big elementary school.
Okay.
So I remember playing on the playground, and a school bus used to come and bring the older kids to the gate to get picked up.
Yeah. So
my first positive experience was like an older girl like calling me to the gate, like, hey, you come here. Mm-hmm. Why I went to the gate? I don't know. Stranger danger clearly wasn't the thing yet. Mm-hmm. And she was like, you're so pretty, I want you to be my goddaughter. And I'm like, what? Okay.
She need help.
Like, she want to be a mama already.
Yeah, she need help.
she had to be like 9th grade. She wasn't that old.
I got you.
So, but even the fact that we like have in our minds so young that we want to be moms.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Your brainwashed.
But yeah, so that was like my first experience of the opposite side.
I got you.
Of somebody like saying that I was pretty.
Okay.
I remember 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, it went to the teachers saying stuff.
Really?
Yeah. It wasn't like you're dark.
Yeah, whoa.
But my mom did hair. So my hair was different.
I see. I don't know if
my hair was different all the time when I was young.
Okay.
So it was like maybe my 1st or 2nd grade teacher used to call me hair girl.
Yeah.
And my mom hated it. I was like,
she the one doing your hair.
Yeah, she's the one doing my hair. But that's not my name.
I get you.
Like, don't classify me by my hair, by my skin tone, by this or by that. So she was just like, she caught on to that. She was so mad. I know she still remember that lady to this day.
Yeah.
But that was my first experience with colorism. What was yours?
I would say I didn't really feel colorism other than in the school. Well, okay, I kind of did. I'm going back. I kind of did when I went to Worthington right here down the street, right? So it's predominantly like Hispanic.
Okay.
So that kind of was, I don't think I remember anybody like particularly like saying like, hey, like black kid or like darker, but I just kind of remember like thinking like, it's not a lot of us.
Yeah, it's not a lot of
like you. Like it was like a sprinkle of black kids. Like most of them were literally Hispanic. I don't know if this is colorism, but I'll throw this in here. Like towards 5th grade, I had a teacher named Miss Robinson. See, I'm gonna call out names because I remember, right? And like I don't know if I told y'all, but I don't really know why she said this, because during these times in my life, I was really quiet.
Yeah.
So I don't even know why this kind of even came out. But I remember so vividly, she had told me, and even my grandmother remembers this. She was like, Jayson, you're going to be a gangbanger.
In the 5th grade?
I think that's colorism. To this day, I remember that, and I just like I'm far from a gangbanger. You feel me? I got friends that have banged, but me, I'm far from it. So that was just like stereotyping you into something before. I wasn't a bad kid. Yeah. I didn't do crazy stuff to where she could label me like that. I wasn't spray paint. I don't even know what you would do in the 5th grade that would have a teacher like putting you in that box. Then when you kind of got older, it started to happen a little bit, but like in the younger ages, that was really it. Just looking around and being like, I'm different. Yeah. Because I didn't go to a school that was predominantly black, so they couldn't really say black kid or nothing. Maybe they were saying that within themselves. Yeah. I don't know, but nah. That was pretty much it. Just that teacher, just that Miss Robinson. That was kind of the early stages of it.
Well, I remember as I got older, I had a particular friend that said she had different friends for different things. Okay. So I was her best friend to do this with. Yeah. And it was like a Hispanic girl was her best friend to do outside stuff with.
I feel you. Okay.
So that's kind of the same thing. Because if that's the case, if we best friends, then why are we not best friends?
Everywhere.
No matter where we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why is it around this certain group? Mm-hmm. You have to say, this is your best friend. Mm-hmm. And then around us. I'm your friend.
I mean, she got a little colorism in her, huh?
A little bit, huh?
A little bit,
and we for sure do it to each other. I think we do it to each other. So I think that's why you didn't experience it the same way that I did, because
it wasn't really. It's only a handful. It was really like a handful of us in the whole.
And school. I went to 54th Street. That was mostly black people.
No, I didn't go to like
most of the people that I remember from there are black.
Yeah, exactly.
And like all spectrums of shades. So I don't even understand how that even came about. Yeah. And like we're so young, why is that even a thing? Right. Like who taught you that? Who is teaching you at 5-6 years old that you're darker than you are, you're lighter than you? Like why is that even a conversation for a 5-year-old, 6-year-old?
I don't know. I hope you're okay from that. Hope you got through that, because you're beautiful. Thank you. After that, like deeper into like more high schoolish, then it became predominant. Then it came out. Okay. Then it started coming out. Like I remember, this is when I started getting like more into myself. So before that, you like in 5th grade, 6th grade, or any of them younger ages, you didn't care like how you looked. No, you didn't care how you looked. You just went to school with your collar. You didn't care. Yeah. But when I got in the older ages, I remember going into high school and I cared. Mm-hmm. I cared for real. I had a broken tooth. I had gotten into a fight, y'all. I broke my tooth, so I was really self-conscious about that. But going into my high school, my mom fixed my tooth. Okay. So I was like,
so you broke
I was ready.
In middle school.
I broke my tooth in middle school, and I had spent like a year and a half, 2 years with a broken tooth. We don't need to talk about that. Oh my goodness, that wasn't colorism. That's just kids being kids. They just broken tooth, boy. But I remember like getting real into my hair. So I remember that like that whole summer leading up to it, I had my hair nice, so I had waves. Okay. I was caring about how I dressed. And I remember a girl came to my face was getting into, how I look now a little bit, so I think I look pretty good. But I remember a girl was just like, you look really good for a dark skinned boy. Oh. If you was light skinned, you would look so much better. And I was just like, okay. How does that even make sense? So do I look good? That just like, you just kind of start thinking within yourself, like, am I okay? But that was really it. And then just the homies would always kind of like, but by this time they probably like if they came from 54th Street or like, so like they probably heard all the black jokes. So it was kind of like they would throw up random black jokes, but I never really had friends that just totally went in on our color.
Yeah.
If that kind of makes sense.
So I don't really remember it being in older ages, like you're saying.
Yeah,
I think by the time we get older, it's not really that big of a deal because we've been around each other. Yeah. You've seen people now. You get out of your household, so you know what different spectrums there are. But like you're saying, I have had an experience where somebody told me that I would be pretty if I was light.
What?
What does that mean?
I don't know. So
and it was a friend. Like you would be so pretty if you was like, girl, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah. You talked on your hair. You talked about your hair. So I think let's go to hair.
Okay. So hair for me is kind of interesting being a black male, I would say, because you'll talk about your side, but I know for our side at least, like it's only so many hairstyles that you have, right? You either got like a low cut, you got like waves, you got like the curly fro with like the taper sides, and you probably got like braids.
That's it.
And that's like when I lived in Maryland for a year, and they have like dreads.
Yeah, so that's more popular now.
Yeah,
but like when we was growing up,
it was not a person in California with dreads. I don't think, but no, out there it was all 80% dreads and like 20% low cuts. Wow. So I was like out of place a little bit, but no. So it's only so many hairstyles you could do. So I just feel like it's somewhat of a double standard, you know, in our community at least, because like if I was to go out and get a bunch of different hairstyles or like a hair piece or like wear wigs, you know, because since we're so limited in our style, y'all wouldn't accept us, you know, from our culture or the other
the world, period.
You know, so I don't think we was there. So as a black male, just with hair, you just like confined. Okay. You know, you ain't got many options. So you just gonna pick one of the options and you probably just gonna stay there for the rest of your life. Like now y'all you see them, and now I got braids.
I might say I'm proud of you for stepping out of your comfort zone then.
Now I got braids, you know, you turn 30, you start trying different things, see what happens. So you know, I don't know if it's midlife already, what it is.
We got a long time
to go.
Hey,
but you know, I'm trying stuff out now, but yeah, you probably gonna stick to like one hairstyle for me. You know, what about you? What about y'all?
Okay, I'm not sticking to one hairstyle. Y'all done seen 6 episodes. I had 6 different hairstyles, literally.
Right.
Like this is the first time y'all saw me with black hair.
Right.
So, literally. I personally have 4C hair.
Okay.
So 4C, super thick.
Okay.
So the good side of it is my hair is thick.
Right.
And I love my hair.
Healthy.
Okay?
Yeah.
The bad side of it is the treatment that you get.
Okay, explain.
So not even from your friends or your associates. It's going to get your hair done. So I've been talked out of wearing my natural hair.
Okay.
I've been told that you can't do my natural hair, that I have to do something else.
Okay.
My mom braids hair.
Right.
So braiding versus like styling your natural hair is different.
It's different, of course.
So in my younger ages, I didn't know how to take care of my natural hair.
Right.
I remember maybe I was like 10. I got a perm. Like she permed my hair for the first time.
Uh-oh.
And I would not let her rinse it out. And the whole back of my hair came out.
Wow.
So like all my hair in the back came out.
Wow.
After that I learned you better let her rinse it out if she's gonna do it or she's gonna be bald.
Yeah.
So that was like a learning experience for me. Okay. It's hard to take care of your hair. Because if it wasn't hard to take care of your hair,
everybody would be doing it.
It wouldn't be going through all these changes to get your hair done.
Okay.
So by the time you came around, I learned how to do my own hair.
Okay.
So I was wearing it like pressed. I learned how to do my own weaves. I learned how to do my own braids.
Yeah, a little bit. Like you said, she never stayed in one style too long, so she was doing stuff for sure.
So I think my hair had got to like this length. My natural hair had got to here.
Yeah.
And that was the longest I had ever let my natural hair get.
Okay.
Because I'm taking care of it myself now.
Right.
So I went and got it pressed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this day.
Oh, absolutely. How could I forget?
I went and got it pressed. Well, this is a good one. I went and got it pressed.
Oh, okay.
And she did great.
Okay.
And it was like $55, and I was like, "What? Like, okay."
It lasts a little
it
while.
lasted for 2 weeks. It was straight. It was perfect. It was what I wanted.
Okay.
Okay. I go back 2 weeks later. The price has gone from 55 to 155.
Somebody boosted her head up.
She didn't even say the price went up before she started.
Yeah, man.
She just did my hair, and then at the end was like, "Okay, it's 155." I said, "You said what?" I remember I had to call my grandma and ask my grandma for money because I wasn't even prepared
ready for that
to happen. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Mm-hmm. So the fact that you could do that to me and I don't even have an option. What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? Let you wash it now?
Yeah, they gonna cut your hair out.
You gonna cut my hair out? Like that was my hair at that point.
I got you.
Okay, so then I'm like, all right, so it's $155 for you to get your hair done.
Right.
So I just sucked it up. I'm like, I'm gonna make it work. Right. I try to go back again. Mm-hmm. The lady passed.
Wow.
The lady had a heart attack and was gone.
She was trying to get her money.
Like I've gotten my hair pressed before. Yeah. This was the only person I've ever found
that has done it.
That has done it where it's lasted and it didn't damage my hair.
Wow, that's special.
So I'm distraught. Yeah. So she's only done it twice and she's gone.
Yeah.
So what am I gonna do?
Right.
So then I started reaching out because now I like my hair like this.
Right.
I went to one girl, burnt it out. First time. Like looked fine, go to wash it, clumps in my hair is coming out. Hurt.
Tears, literal
so
tears.
Hurt. So then that's when I got back into the weaves and I don't personally like weaves. I don't know how you feel about them. You can say how you feel about them.
Yeah.
My body doesn't agree with it. Okay. Like soon as you do that beehive, my head go crazy.
Yeah. Oh, my head go crazy with these braids, so I can only imagine.
So you do the beehive and then you put the weave on top. First it hurts.
Yeah.
So then you getting over the initial pain of 2 days in, you scratching. That's why you see the girls digging with the combs and trying to like pat and try to find it. It's just so bad.
I'm sure. You can't even
so bad. Like you can't even enjoy the hairstyle because of how it feels.
Yeah. See, that's kind of the questions I have. Yeah. Personally, because if it's so hard, like to manage your own hair, and it's even how you just explained right there, it's even hard the other way. Like you said, why don't we have more people that are trying to instruct us on how to take care of our hair? You know, like what's the disconnect between like, you know, why do y'all have to like search out to the different hairstyles that's not natural to you guys, you know, because we, like I said, we can't do that.
Right.
You know, we don't have that ability to say, okay, today I want to put something on top of my hair. Yeah. You have to be you. Yeah. So like, what is like the bridge, or like, why hasn't somebody you think like came out? Why don't we have more people like the lady that passed that like understands? Clearly she got some understanding, right? On how to treat y'all hair the way it need to be treated so y'all can be more natural. You know?
So I think because we have so many different varieties, that it's hard.
Like the 4C, you mean like the 4C?
You got 4C, you got thick, you got thin, you got 4A, you got 4B, you got people with 3, you got all different spectrums. Some people have dry hair, some people have, who knows, brittle hair. So it's just so many different ways that your hair could be. So if I know how to do 4B hair, then I'm going to stick to everybody that got the 4B hair.
The people
and anything outside of that,
you're going to push them away.
I'm going to try to convince them to do something that I know that I could do within that.
Okay.
That's what I personally feel like it is.
Okay.
Because it took me a long time to even understand my own hair. So imagine if you got 100 clients.
Yeah, you
can't
sit there and give everybody a lecture.
Are you able to even understand?
I get you.
And if you don't understand it, to even help me understand your hair type, what we doing? Just get a weave. Let me press it out. Cut this weave. I know how to do a weave.
Right. And I don't understand. Okay, I understand that point. Okay. And I don't understand though, like for anybody watching, if this is you, I love you. I love our people. So I'm just asking a question. This is a questionnaire right now because I want to learn as well. Like, you know, let's say like with the weave, right? Or like that's when you like glue down.
No, that's a lace front.
Okay. Okay. So a wig.
Yeah.
So we go in a whole new territory, right? So like when you see the girls, when their hair start to like is extremely damaged in the front, And let's
or
say,
your natural hair under the wig.
yes,
Okay, yes.
and so why are we passing down the habit of basically damaging your hair for a hairstyle? But get my mind to understand, like, and then you just seen the girls with whole head gone,
You
and
have
they
seen
still
the whole hairline
still
gone, yeah.
going. So kind of get me into that mind frame.
So that's a part of the you never learned how to take care of your natural hair. So if that's the style that I chose, I don't personally get wigs, so I don't know what their struggle is.
Right.
But from what I've seen, so if that's your hairstyle, if your hairstylist has taught you that this is the easiest way for you to achieve the style that you want to achieve, and you do them, and then now your hair is receding, you're stuck. You got to keep going. What else you gonna do? You can't go back because you don't have nothing there.
So now you gotta go.
Now you're stuck in get the wig and cover it up,
or you gonna be real hurt.
You're gonna have to show it.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so
that's hurt.
I try to stick to like the braids,
right?
Faux locks, like stuff like protective styles.
Okay.
Like sometimes I do get my natural hair done. Like I had the pixie cut. Right. Like I've had an array of different things.
Right.
And just everything is not for every season too. Like that matters as well.
I agree.
Like I can't go get a silk press in July.
Okay.
Because it's gonna last me a day.
A day, yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
So then you didn't waste it $200 because that's how much they cost now. Yeah. You wasted $200 for a hairstyle you have for a day.
A night.
Right.
Sweating. It's over with.
Don't go out because it's a wrap. Yeah. So it's just everybody is different. Yeah. And I just hope that we can all continue to find our own paths.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we don't have to judge each other on those paths.
Yeah, man.
If you want to have an afro, that is great for you. Yeah. If you want to wear a lace front, that's your business.
It's on you. It's on you. Just don't go to somebody that don't pull out your hair up front. Guys, please.
But for you guys, I feel like there is for sure a double standard.
Oh, for sure.
Because if my edges is gone, I can get a frontal.
And
you will never know.
Come on now. And when we start going bald, we gotta go bald.
You gotta go bald.
And we just have jeans, and most of just some guys just have jeans, like where it's just gonna go without you putting obviously any glue or anything. Your hair is just gonna recede. And if we start getting, let's say you meet a girl and you just went bald, but you got your little man unit, right? like the time that she as soon as that thing come off, her man unit come off. She out of there, man. She don't love you no more. You didn't play her.
You're a liar.
So, like that's crazy. So that's the main double standard. Yeah. You feel me? So he gotta live in a lie. That 40-year-old, 50-year-old dude gotta just play it. Just gotta, fake it till he make it.
Yes, he does.
Or he gotta come clean day one. Like this
he gotta come bald and then next time come with hair.
This is
you can't come with the hair and then come bald.
Yeah, so that's like the double standard. But like you said, I just wish like even if we do choose whatever we choose, like maybe we can get like ambassadors that like truly understand, each hairstyle. So if you go to Sally, Sally does. If you go to Jim know how to do this, and we just put them all around the world in the Atlantas and the LAs and wherever Black people congregate, so we could just like help each other out.
What I do like is happening right now.
What's up?
Is the trend that I told you about on TikTok.
What?
Where they're going around, they're rating the LA hairstylists because it's so hard
just to find
people. Somebody to do your hair.
I agree. That's like a good barber. That's real because you remember we got to stick with that.
You do.
So once you find a good barber, he locked in for life. He is your barber.
The hairstylist now you got to come with your hair fully washed and blow dried and detangled. For me, they want my hair basically straightened. Like some people are not even okay with my hair fully blow dried and detangled.
Wow. And like you said, so if you don't know how to do
if I don't know how to do all of that,
limits you from then I'm
literally damaging my hair to come get a protective style. And what happened to the days where you could get your hair washed at the shop? I thought that was the whole purpose of going to a shop.
They do everything.
You would assume that if you go to a home stylist, you're not going to get your hair washed and blow dried.
Yeah, you don't want to be in my personal salon.
Yeah, I understand you don't have the full setup. Yeah. But if I go to a salon, I would assume that you're washing and blow drying my hair because that's the whole purpose of going to the salon. We don't even have that no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's weak.
That's bad, man.
So you have to depend on TikTok to tell you what the hair products to try,
man.
and YouTube and all these like different people you have to find for hair products. Like you have to try out a whole bunch of different things
just to get it.
And at the end of the day, how much money are you wasting?
Yeah, everybody ain't got money.
Trying to go through products to find what
people
product,
and
like.
Yeah, I got you. That's real.
I remember I just got my hair braided last year. The last person that did my hair.
Yeah.
First time I went to her, perfect.
Okay.
But she was late. They're typically late.
Yeah.
They're almost
that's normal.
Always late.
That's normal. I've been with my mom at the salon.
Like,
yeah.
But it was an hour and a half. My hair was perfect. It lasted 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I got one. Mm-hmm. I go back the next time. I book a different style. I get there. She's like, oh, you can't get this style. This the picture that's on the website. I booked the picture on the website.
It's a 150 cornrows.
Like,
why can't I get these cornrows?
Why can't I get these cornrows that's on this picture that you said I booked? Yeah. Oh, well, they have to be just straight back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm here now and took my hair down. My hair is fully washed and blow dried. All the stuff. Yeah. So you just got to go along with it. Yeah. And I came home and my part was crooked.
It was.
He was like, let me see.
I ain't never seen that part crooked, even if it lasts for a day or two. A part crooked and
not for $165 for some cornrows, and my part is crooked, and that's not what I wanted to begin with.
Right.
Like that's wrong.
Right.
And that's the type of stuff that we have to go through.
Yeah, why don't we treat our people? That's why we need ambassadors. I'm gonna find a team of ambassadors that just go as superhero in the world. Stylists, yeah, man. But then they gonna be bougie. The real ones, they gonna be in boutiques up in the high-rise buildings.
How do you find the old school stylists that follow the old school rules and care about your hair and teach you how to care about your hair? But we in technology time.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
We got to drive around to salons and be like, let me see your work.
Fill out surveys. Or what do you do? What do you do?
Sit here and watch you all day do hair. You can't do that.
Can't do that.
So it's like a win-lose situation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's tough.
So if you find a wig that you like, if you find somebody to install wigs, you just stuck with
that's
wigs.
your wig, lady.
If you find somebody to do braids, you stick with the braids. Yeah. Like you stick to whatever
fits you
could find in your area.
I feel that. That's real.
And your budget too, because
that's real.
Like I'm not paying $1,000 for no knotless braids.
No,
it's not happening.
No,
I don't care who it is.
I feel that.
That's stupid.
That. We ain't. Hey,
I gotta pay your rent for the month.
Yes. Yes.